Juggernaut, Speed Collar, Double Tap, and Quick Revive. The 4 original perks. The 4 horsemen, if you will. They have been around for 15 years now and evolved a lot over this time. And in this video, we'll be looking at their evolution, the rise to glory, and unfortunately, for most of them, their downfall. If the perk changed from one game to another, I will mention it. But if it stayed the exact same, you will just see the new animation of it, so let's get right into it. The 4 original perks all released on Vrocked all the way back in 2009. Juggernaut.
I wish I could meet the chick who's saying that jingle.
Being most definitely the best out of the 4 and arguably the best perk of all time. Jug costs 2,000, allowing you to, instead of dying from 2 hits of the zombie, to 5, which is just essential for all maps and especially a map like Vrocked. Then Speed Collar, costing $3,000, the most expensive out of the 4 original perks, being pretty much what it sounds like, basically halving all reload speed and also giving the ability to build barriers faster. Then Double Tap,
You thirsty, partner?
costing $2,000, being pretty mid honestly, only increasing the speed of your gun by 33%, which is good but not great. But when there was only 4 perks, there really was no reason not to pick this perk up. Then finally, Quick Revive.
You need a little
being the cheapest and most useless in World at War, costing $1,500 and giving the ability to revive your allies faster, which is good, yes, but with the release of Monkey Bombs on Derice, makes this perk basically useless. Use this on solo and you're still able to waste $1,500 on it, but on the bright side, if you're at your lowest, there is only one way to go. Then Black Ops 1 released and completely revamped Quick Revive.
I think Dempsey is right. It is a bit fishy.
In solo, going from $1,500 to $500, giving you a second chance at life, if you will. If you go down in solo, you can revive yourself up to 3 times before the perk machine disappears, turning the worst perk system in solo to arguably the best. Then Double Tap, Speed Collar, and Juggernaut, all staying the exact same in Black Ops, but they collectively look a lot better than they did in World at War. Then release Black Ops 2 with the 4 perks again. All of them again stayed the same. Quick Revive, keeping its new and improved features from Black Ops 1. Speed Collar, acting still the same, and Juggernaut as well. Double Tap has most definitely had the biggest glow up out of the 4 original perks. It got changed from Double Tap 1.0 to Double Tap 2.0, still costing $2,000, still firing your weapon at 33%, but also now shoots 2 bullets for the price of 1 bullet, but this only works for lead bullets. For every 1 bullet it shoots 2, doubling your firepower. The only drawback is that it only counts for lead weapons, so ray guns, wonder weapons, and most explosive don't get double bullet, turning this perk from one of the worst perks ever to arguably in the top 10 perks of all time. Then releases Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is probably the peak of all these perks, and again, almost every perk is the exact same. Again, Jug, probably looking at its best in this game. Big Collar, also looking phenomenal, and Quick Revive
with another twisted incarnation of the German war machine
is great. Then Double Tap has again had another buff with a new feature of Double Pack Punch. Now this isn't a new feature to Double Tap, it's a new feature to the guns, but Double Tap halves the cooldown of the AT abilities, so turning a 10-second cooldown of Dead Wire to 5 seconds, making this perk an absolute must-have if you want to get to round 100 in 10 to 12 hours. And also in Black Ops 3 was when perks hit their absolute peak in zombies and especially outside of zombies. You saw lots of videos of people making their own perk bottles or people testing out the flavors or what would a perk do to your body. This is where perks were probably their most infamous. Then Black Ops 4 releases, and this is where the downfall of many of these perks begin. The perk system has had a huge change. Let me play this Blundell clip to explain it best.
Well, while you mentioned Jug, there is an absence of Jug in this game.
Yes.
What was the decision-making process like that to cut some of those beloved perks?
The way we look at stuff, and it may break people's hearts, but completely emotionally. In other words, I said when we wrote it all down and looked at it, one of the big decisions was we want it to have meaningful choices about what you're doing, what you're picking. From the starting weapon, your special equipment, your special weapon. And when we got to perks, we had this problem. And the problem is that everyone gets the same things. And so when we switched it on with all the normal perks first time. And we just took a survey. We had like a little survey monkey, right? We could look at it.
Yeah.
And everyone had the same perks. And we kept on adding more and more perks. So that's what we said. We said, okay, let's take it out. And as soon as we took out certain perks, suddenly when I looked at the survey, everything started changing. And I was like, this is what we want. And then people then started to have their own strategies. And we were like, that's what we're after.
So this is the reason that the perks changed so much in Black Ops 4. But what do they look like now, and how much have they changed in Black Ops 4? Only perk that has a machine left is Quick Revive. But not working as it has always done. It now regenerates your health quicker and not reviving you in solo, and now you spawn in with self-revives. So basically everything of what Quick Revive used to be, and just making it regenerate your health faster. Then Juggernaut is given to you, the player, when you spawn in. So there's no feeling of being weak or being scared until you buy Jug, which just feels so wrong. Then Double Tap is basically the worst out of the bunch. You must now Pack-a-Punch your gun 5 times. I repeat, 5 times, which just wastes so much time and is so tedious to do. And Speed Cola, you get it when you purchase all 4 of your perks. Now in theory, this sounds like a great system, but no, it just doesn't work. I understand what Blondell was going for, and I understand why he didn't want us to have the 4 clutch perks like we always have, and I do enjoy some of the new perks that we got in Black Ops 4, and I wish to see them again, but we should keep the 4 clutch perks. Then Cold War happened, and our beloved perks are all back, well, except for Double Tap.
My time has come.
And unfortunately, we have never seen it again, and we may never see it again. If you ask me, I think the critical damage in Vanguard is basically Double Tap, but I'm not gonna say that is because it really isn't the same, and if I said it was Double Tap, you guys would burn me at the stakes in the comments below. Juggernaut Cold War is a little bit different because of Cold War's new perk system, in which you upgrade your perks, which is very interesting. There is 5 levels, but summed up, it basically works the same, except for when it's at level 3, you get an extra 100 health, and maxed out, you can take an extra lethal hit, destroying all of your armor. So basically, if you're red screened and you get hit by a zombie, you won't die, but you'll lose all your armor instead. Then Speed Cola is also at its best in Cold War, having the ability to reload while sprinting at max level. Then Quick Revive technically having its original ability back once again, once at max level 5, if you kill a zombie whilst down, then it works basically as Quick Revive. Then Vanguard releasing again another new perk system, being the 4th new perk system, the 3rd new perk system in a row, and probably the worst. You now must buy your perk 4 times for it to be at its max ability. So basically Cold War's version, but instead of upgrading outside of the game, you must upgrade your perk inside of the game. Significantly worse. Quick Revive losing all of its former glory, being completely replaced by self-revives, and only given the ability to revive your teammates quicker. Sorry, that's a joke, because no one actually plays Vanguard, so no one has ever used that ability before. And also been able to replenish health faster than Speed Cola.
When this is over, I'm going on such a cleanse.
Acting the exact same, but at its lowest levels is so bad you can hardly notice you actually have the perk. Then Juggernaut, giving 50 health every time you buy it, maxing out at 300. These perks are technically pretty strong, but they are super annoying to purchase 4 times each. Almost as annoying as Pack-a-Punching your gun 5 times in Black Ops 4, if not more annoying. Then Modern Warfare 3 Zombies release, bringing along technically a new perk system, but it's the exact same as Cold War, but no abilities. So technically it's new, but no it isn't. Juggernaut being the classic we all know and love, giving you more health than Speed Cola. Looking so good in this beautiful can, giving the usual abilities and Quick Revive. Unfortunately not acting as the real Quick Revive as we know and love it, but basically the Quick Revive 2.0 from Black Ops 4. But let me know what your favourite perk is and what your favourite perk system is in the comments below.